The latest in a murder investigation and a look at new surveillance images police are releasing in hopes of catching the suspects.
Plus, new details in a deadly crash. What we're learning about the incident that resulted in one person being hospitalized with serious injuries and another with legal troubles.
Live from KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
Now today, the U.S. Supreme Court hearing a case that could completely reshape abortion rights in the country.
The case could possibly overturn Roe versus Wade. ABC's Alex Brachet is outside the High Court in Washington with the latest.
Today at the Supreme Court, Roe versus Wade could be on the line. The state of Mississippi is asking the High Court's 6-3 conservative majority to overturn Roe as wrongly decided and uphold a state ban on most abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy.
Nowhere else does this court recognize a right to end a human life.
When does the life of a woman and putting her at risk enter the calculus?
Lower courts have found the Mississippi ban unconstitutional, and the Supreme Court has never allowed state abortion bans before a fetus is viable outside the womb, around 24 weeks. A recent ABC News Washington Post poll found 60% of Americans want Roe v. Wade to stand. 3/4 say the choice to have an abortion should be left to a woman and her doctor. Back in Mississippi, this is the state's last remaining clinic that performs abortions. Volunteers there telling us the court's decision will be crucial.
Many women that live in this state will be forced to bear unwanted children, in some cases children they can't provide for.
The other big abortion case is out of Texas, SB 8, which would ban most abortions at about 6 weeks. And despite an expedited hearing, the Supreme Court still hasn't had a ruling in that, as most women have been without full access to abortion care for 3 months. Alex Brachet, ABC News, the Supreme Court.
Now to the coronavirus pandemic. More cases of the new Omicron variant are being reported across the globe. Here in the U.S., the Biden administration is considering new measures to try to keep the variant out of the country. The White House is considering requiring all travelers entering the U.S., vaccinated or not, to be tested 1 day before boarding their flights. The CDC is already ramping up COVID testing at major U.S. airports in New York, Atlanta, Newark, and San Francisco, offering optional free PCR tests to travelers coming in from South Africa and India. There are no reported cases of the Omicron variant in the U.S. Meanwhile, when it comes to boosters, Pfizer is now asking the FDA to expand access to its booster to 16 and 17-year-olds.
In local news, a new high school on the west side is helping at-risk students get back on track, and it celebrated its grand opening this morning. Learn for Life Edgewood High School, located on the Kennedy High School campus, is offering a flexible schedule, small class sizes, and personalized learning support. Tiffany Huertas has a look at how it's already impacting students in our community.
2 years ago, I was a junior and I had the chance to graduate early, but COVID hit and everything went downstairs from there.
Graciano Garza's life changed after he learned about this new high school opening up in the west side.
I am actually already on track to graduate by this December.
Graciano is a senior at Learn for Life Edgewood High School.
I think that we are already having a positive impact. We've only been open for 3 months.
The school helps students who may have life circumstances that don't fit with a traditional high school.
They may have a need to work full time. They may have they may be parents already. They may be assisting their family financially.
Learn for Life is a network of schools. They serve 47,000 at-risk students. They have schools in Michigan, Ohio, California, and now here in Texas.
The school offers a flexible schedule. Students attend class for 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday.
They can choose from our AM session that runs 8:30 to 12:30 or our PM session that runs 12:30 to 4:30.
They also offer smaller class sizes.
We also do an immense amount of one-on-one.
For Graciano, this new school has offered him a second chance, and he's feeling accomplished.
I know my mom's happy. I know my family's happy.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Such a good story right there.
Yeah, take a look at live cam this midday. Definitely a warmer start to the day than we've seen lately.
Yes, but that breeze felt divine. Sarah, what's going on, girl?
It actually feels a bit good out there, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's more like a spring day than it does a winter day. You know, meteorological winter starts December 1st. Official winter, we'll have to wait until the 22nd, but still, feeling nice outside. No change in the aquifer level over the past 24 hours. And looking at today's pollen count, molds are pleasantly low. So another thing to enjoy the weather outside. You won't have to worry about the allergies. Okay, outside right now, we've got a good mixture of high clouds and mid-level clouds at 71 degrees. South winds at about 10 miles per hour. And for the rest of your Wednesday, we're going to be warming up to 75 for the high. Light and variable winds, sun's going to set at 5:35 and clouds will be back by midnight. Increase in humidity and a subtle increase in temperatures to start December. I'll have a look ahead in just a few minutes. Samuel, Jaffney.
All right, Sarah, thanks very much. New this noon, more than a year after a deadly Northwest Side shooting, police are still trying to find the person who pulled the trigger, and they need your help. Take a look at these surveillance images just released by police. Officers think this is the suspect vehicle. Back in November of last year, police say at least one person in that vehicle shot and killed 18-year-old Jalen Alexander Richardson. This was near I-10 and UTSA Boulevard. According to officers, those bullets actually hit two vehicles. The victim was a passenger in one of those cars. Anyone with information about the shooting is urged to call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP.
And right now, police are also looking for the suspect in this North Side shooting. It happened just after 9 last night on Greencrest Drive near I-10.
Officers say a female in her teens was meeting up with the suspect in front of a home when the shooting happened. She was taken to the hospital and remains in critical condition. We're told the suspect drove off in a dark-colored vehicle and is still on the loose.
New details this noon following a crash on the city's south side that ended with one person seriously hurt and the other in handcuffs. Jonathan Cotto explains why police say it wasn't just speed that played a role in this crash.
San Antonio police responded to the 2900 block of Shane Road that's just outside of Loop 410 on the city's south side just minutes before midnight. Police say the driver of a Chevy pickup was traveling at a high rate of speed south on Via Main Road.
Because the driver was traveling so fast, police say he wasn't able to take this curve. Instead, he and his male passenger crashed straight into that tree. Both were pinned inside the pickup until emergency crews were able to arrive on scene.
And once San Antonio fire crews along with EMS responded, they say they were able to quickly extract the driver pinned inside, but it was more of a struggle to get the passenger out. The 19-year-old passenger was taken to BAMC with life-threatening injuries. Police say he is out of surgery, but remains in critical condition. Police say the 45-year-old driver was under the influence of alcohol. He's been booked for intoxication assault. Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
And coming up in sports, the Spurs about to embark on a 3-game road trip. Larry Ramirez tells us how they're going to take on the Suns coming up.
And a local artist is using his talent to earn money and spread something that I love, a little holiday cheer. How he went from working in oil fields to painting festive works of art.
Christmas has already come to local shops and businesses courtesy of the work of one man.
That's right. And his artistry mainly can be seen on windows, although he also paints everything from walls to signs to cars.
If these walls could talk, Katrina Weber shows us how he brings the holiday cheer even when the calendar says otherwise.
Never mind jingle bells. Todd Robinson gets into the holiday mood just from the ringing of his phone.
You got a lot of people that start in June. Like Cash America, the pawn shops, they start their Christmas layaway in June.
Even in summer, he can be as busy as a North Pole elf, painting one on for Christmas whenever customers call. He makes a living decorating windows of businesses with his holiday artwork. Although in life, he never really liked to color inside the lines.
I used to make fashion. I used to make my clothes where people would buy them off my back. I performed at the Hollywood Palladium in front of the stars when I was a kid. Mural painting, any kind of window art, vehicle painting, sign paintings, I do whatever you want.
This California native is a jack of all trades. But it was while working in Texas's oil fields that he decided to put his natural talent to work.
I got off one day and within 4 hours, I made $600 painting, and I never turned back.
That was 14 years and countless Santa-inspired scenes ago. He says he sometimes paints more than a dozen windows in a day.
My hands will get where they cramp. I do so much art.
There may be a saying that you can't rush perfection, but Robinson says he makes sure that he gets it done right and right now. He says working quickly is a must.
You got to get it started. You got to get it started, or a lot of people won't get done.
And if that means painting pictures of snow when the weather calls for snow cones, Robinson is ready and willing to do it. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
You know, it's always a blessing to see someone discover their passion with art. And of course, out there, it's the perfect weather to be doing some type of painting.
Right, nice and warm and dry.
Exactly. You know, it is December 1st. A lot of people getting into the holiday spirit. Same here in the Weather Center. We've got the Christmas tree there in the background. For December, we usually see about 2 inches of rainfall, so it's a fairly drier month. And our average high temperatures fall from the upper 60s to the low 60s by the end of the month, with our morning lows falling usually to the low 40s as well. But nice cool weather, not in the cards over the next few days. The Climate Prediction Center forecasting for a warmer than seasonally average next week or so. So we've got to look ahead. It's going to be dry, it's going to be warm, and the humidity will be on the rise. Your forecast after this.
So the cold mornings are good sleeping weather.
Oh, yeah. No, it's good sleeping.
But then that's going to change a little bit, I hear.
Yeah, and even if it changed, you know, I will tell you guys, whether it's super cold or hot, it's not stopping me from putting up my Christmas tree. I got Mr. Jangles and his family up already, so.
I love that you named your Christmas tree.
Mr. Jangles.
That's awesome, Daphne. All right, let's take a look outside with live cam. We've got a good mixture of sun and clouds out there this afternoon. It's 71 degrees. Dew points are on the rise. They're right at 60 degrees. That's when you can really feel the humidity, and I'm sure you can notice it a little bit more out there today, although it feels just nice outside. It's 73 in New Braunfels, 67 in Canyon Lake, 71 at JBSA Randolph, 66 up at Bernie Stage Airfield, and 66 in Kerrville. Take a look at the visible satellite. Again, a mixture of sun and clouds. A lot more sunshine out near Gonzales.